Okay. Oh, yeah. This. Oh, my. Okay. Oh, dear. All right. So here is what we're doing today. We're going to open up our Notes and Notice slideshow. I'd like it to be higher. I think I'll put it right here. Oh, yeah. They'll be able to see from here. Okay. So open up your Notes and Notice slideshow. And I want you to add a slide. I don't care if it's at the middle, the beginning, the end. Just add a slide to it. You're not starting a new slideshow. You're just adding a slide to your where you've been taking your notes, sources and notes slideshow. Everybody got it? Add a slide. It says usually it'll come up with one that has a title at the top, right? So at the top, I want you to write claim. Okay? So write the words claim, colon, and then I want you to write your claim for your research paper. So I'm going to ask Maggie, would you tell me your claim, please?
Title IX benefited women's sports.
Okay, so she's got Title IX benefits women's sports. Okay, so that's her claim. So you've got your claim written at the top. Everybody write it. Your claim, not hers, yours. And it has to be a side. You have to take a side. Okay, you got your claim written? Just to make sure everybody's on the same page, Sean, what's your claim?
Artificial intelligence will be our uprising, not downfall.
Artificial intelligence will be our salvation, not our downfall. Okay, so now what you're going to do is I want you to, that was in your kind of like your title spot on your slide. Now in the regular text spot, I want you to write sub 1. It stands for subtopic 1. Okay, write sub 1. And the reason it has a box around it is that I'd like for you to highlight sub 1 in yellow. My yellow marker's not working. It needs to be thrown away.
Highlight it?
Yes, highlight it. So you know how to do the highlighting function. Highlight it yellow. Just the word sub 1. Okay? And then I want you to write your first subtopic. That'll be Maggie's answer to why. Title IX benefits women's sports. Why?
Because it made it where they had to have the equal facilities as the guy sports.
It gave equal facilities. Okay? So guess what? She has to have 3 pieces of evidence to support this. So she has to have 3 pieces of evidence that go along with equal facilities, explain equal facilities, give examples of equal facilities. Okay? So she needs 3 here. 3 evidence to go with this subtopic. So what I want you to do is go back now to your notes slides. That's your book notes, newspaper notes, EBSCOhost notes that you took yesterday. And I want you to highlight any piece of evidence that fits with subtopic 1 in yellow. Okay? So go back and highlight anything that fits with subtopic 1 in yellow. You're looking at the notes you have taken before. The notes we started last week. And if you don't have anything for your first subtopic yet, that's okay because we're not done, but you know what you need to be looking for. Yes, Samuel?
I don't have any EBSCO notes because I was gone yesterday.
Okay, he doesn't have any EBSCOhost notes yet. He's going to get some today. All right, so now even if you're not done with that, you know what to do now, right? Mm-hmm. So now come back to the slide that has your subtopics, the new slide you just created, and I want you to write sub 2. That's your second subtopic, and I want you to highlight sub 2 in really light blue, okay? The light colors are the ones that are good for highlighting. So this one's yellow, subtopic 1 is yellow, subtopic 2 is blue. And then we can do, you actually write your subtopic here. Maggie, what's your subtopic? Shoot.
It gave equal scholarship numbers.
Equal scholarship?
Yeah.
Numbers,
they had
not
to have
money.
The same amount of scholarship.
Equal scholarship. Okay. Scholarship numbers. Because I'm sure it's not the same amount of money.
No.
Well, it could be, I guess. If you have to give equal scholarships, it's full rides, right?
No, but each team has a different.
Okay. So it gave equal scholarship numbers, and she has to find 3 pieces of evidence to support that. Okay? And then I want you to go ahead and we're not going to go back and look for evidence for this yet. I want you to go ahead and write subtopic 3, sub 3. And I want you to highlight it green. So subtopic 3 is green. And then write your third subtopic. What's the third reason why? This is where some people start going, uh-oh, I can't think of my third reason why. So that's where in our research, you need to be looking for that third reason why. Maggie, what do you have?
It increased the numbers of people. Like, it increased the number of
People participating in sports?
Yeah.
Of women?
Sports. Yeah.
Participating in sports. Okay, so she has to have 3 pieces of evidence about this one. So what do we have so far? How many pieces of evidence so far?
Me?
9. 3, 6, 9, right? So you know, after we go back and highlight our blues and our greens, you'll know what you need to be looking for. But there's one more step. Okay, so you're still on this slide. One more step. I want you to put the word counter. And I want you to highlight it in pink. Counter. Okay. Now your counterclaim is, we're going to write it here. Our counterclaim is the other side. So Maggie, what might people say about Title IX?
That it hurt men's sports.
Okay. So is your claim that Title IX benefits all sports or just women's sports?
Just women's sports.
Well, I don't really see how your counterclaim is an opposite then.
But then it, because it helped them, but they're saying that it hurts other people.
So maybe your claim is Title IX is a good thing.
Yeah.
Maybe that would be your claim. And then counterclaim is Title IX actually hurts men's sports.
Okay.
Right? Now she has to find 1 piece of evidence to support that counterclaim. Okay? And that'll be highlighted in pink. 1 counterclaim piece of evidence. But here's the thing I have to teach you today. So I need eyes on me. This is something you probably haven't heard about before. Lydia, ready? Your counterclaim has to have a rebuttal. You've heard of a rebuttal in court, right? The prosecution stands up and gives their case, and then the defense gets to rebut it, right? So this is your counter evidence has a case against your claim. But you have to come back and rebut that in the same paragraph. So if Maggie says, you know what? Some people say that Title IX actually hurts men's sports. However, what follows that however is her rebuttal. Okay? However, what's your rebuttal to that?
It just made things equal. I'm not positive yet. I have to do.
So what she's going to have to do is find a rebuttal to that.
Yeah.
She's going to have to find a rebuttal that's like, even if that is so, it has actually boosted women's sports so much that it's worth it, right? Even if it has hurt men's sports, it's boosted women's sports so much it's worth it. She has to find 1 piece of evidence to support that. So there's 2 pieces of evidence here that are going to be pink. One of them is counterclaim evidence and one of them is rebuttal. Your rebuttal has to be kind of answering back to your counterclaim. So it can't be completely different. It can't be like, well, Title IX actually hurts men's sports. However, women love it. Well, okay, so what, right? That doesn't really rebut that argument.